Experts say easing the pressures of parenthood will take more than individual schemes, but will instead require an interconnected approach on issues like rigid education expectations, childcare leave, and even parents' well-being. The response comes as Prime Minister Lawrence Wong is set to unveil a fresh look at family support at the National Day rally. Chloe Teo with more.
As children grow, so do the pressures that come with raising them. Sociologist Pauline Strawn points out healthcare costs are often top of mind. These can add up, especially if children have special needs. Another example is the education arms race, which she says can often stem from a narrow view of how talent is defined.
This is a conversation that we have to have, not just with MOE, right, but also with, I think parents, to better understand who is pushing their needle, right? Who is pointing them to all these very expensive, after-school care, tuition programs. And, we have to then ask very frank questions. Does it matter? Will it make a difference for my child if he or she does not go for any enrichment class and doesn't go to a fancy, childcare program? And if the answer is no, then we have to say it very loudly and demonstrate it very loudly.
Professor Strawn adds couples see all these pressures collectively, and Singapore needs to deal with them as one system rather than separately. And other parts of society also need to treat this as their problem and be part of the solution. For instance, employers should realize a low birth rate is a future manpower issue and be more supportive of flexible work arrangements. This could mean new ways to look at employment, especially to support smaller firms that find it hard to cover for staff who need caregiving leave.
When you have staff who go on leave, we have to grow a culture of locum professionals who are able to hop in and out of different organizations. There are people who enjoy work like that, particularly now that we have, a lot more retirees, right? Because, we live longer, and those who retire, they're very seasoned, experienced, all still well and eager to contribute.
A psychologist says the same idea of building social support around families should extend into the home.
When our babies are young, we've got the health checks. And I think these checks need to persist till primary school and adolescence even. And it's not just about checking on the child's physical or even mental health status, but we need to check on the family as a system. So what are the parents' relationship at the moment? What's the family well-being at the moment? What is being done? What difficulties have they met? Have they been linked up with the correct resources to help support them?
Both experts say this is what a genuine reset would require, moving beyond isolated measures towards a system that supports families at home, at work, and through the different stages of raising a child.